Dear friends, let's continue T.S.Eliot's The Hollow Man. Let's look at the third part of this poem that is all about the death, you can say that, of spirituality or the death of the religion. How the World War One, to some extent, had killed the emotions of the people, killed the feelings of the people, to some extent had completely destroyed religion. People had no longer, you can say, that faith in their religion, that what actually Matthew Arnold talks almost in all poems, whether it is the Dover Beach, or you can say that Margaret, or some other poems. Time and again, just actually, Matthew Arnold grieves over the loss of the faith in religion, belief in the religion, belief in the God. Same T.S.Eliot here talks about in the third part of this poem. So, now let's look at. This is the dead land. This is cactus land. So see, how does he speak about this world? Straightway he calls the world dead land. In the second part, he talks about the kingdom of the death, or the dream kingdom of the death. But that kingdom is somewhat, you can say that, better in comparison with this dead world. Fine. The dream world of the death, or the dream kingdom of the death in the part 2 is also about the world of the deads. And this world, this hollow man is the part of, is also a dead world of the dead people. What do you mean by that? Eliot means people in this world are emotionally dead, spiritually dead. They do not have feelings. They are nothing. They do nothing. But that world is better. That dream kingdom of the death is better in comparison with this world. This is a dead land, Eliot says, and you know that dead land stands for the desert land. And in desert land, if we find any plants, any plant that is the thorny plants, like cactus or cacti, that this plant is a thorny plant. It gives no shelter, no relief, nothing at all. Fine. People today grow cacti in their own homes. They use this plant as a plant that adds beauty. But if you are in a desert land and you see nothing but only the cacti, will that plant somehow give you a feeling of relief? Will that plant bring a kind of respite or relief or a smile on your face? No. So he says that this world is a dead land, and if there is anything in this dead world, that is only cacti or cacti, nothing more than this. It means here the emotion is gone. that smell, that feeling, that pleasure, that mutual understanding, that cooperation, that individuality is almost gone. People in this world simply follow a kind of a trend, simply promote what is viral. Why? Because they do not have their own individuality. See what he speaks further. Here the stone's images are raised. See, stone images, we can say that the stone images stand for false gods. See, if we look, if we look at this word and ponder over it, it means here Eliot talks about that process people actually used particularly for constructing the concept of the God and the concept of the religion. Yes, how religion was, how the image of the God or how the God was conceptualized. And after that concept, how it was constructed, the image of the God, and then how the religion was institutionalized for the benefit of the handful number of the people. See, straightway, indirectly, here just T.S.Eliot is taking those so-called, you can say this, church authorities to task. He straightway condemns, straightway he is not ready to spare them. Why? Because somehow they are responsible for what has happened at present. If religion is losing its hold, people by no way are religious. People have no religion or faith or no spirituality at all. Somehow, those so-called churchmen, so-called people behind all this concept of the construction of the image of the God, institutionalization of the religion, and all are responsible. So he says, here the stone images are raised. So he says, here people do not have emotion and feelings for one another. Here one man does not raise his hand for the help of the another man. But here people, they have raised the statues, the stone statues. And in front of those stone statues, they bow, they bend, they offer prayer. They cannot use their lips, particularly to kiss somebody, as a token of expressing their love for those people, but they can form prayers. And what kind of prayers? It is a prayer of pretense. They only pretend to be good, pretend to be humans, but unfortunately we are not humans at all. He means to say that, and that's why he calls the world the dead world. And what is found in this dead desert world, desert land? Only cacti, only cactus. It means only thorns. It is a thorny plants. It means no pleasure, no love, no compassion, all gone, no flowers. The supplication means surrender of a dead man's hand under the twinkle of fading star. See, fading again, a star here, appears in this third section of the poem, and star stands for none other than Jesus Christ. Why? Because it is said that when Jesus Christ was about to be born, there at Bethlehem, three magi, three Persian rich people were guided by a star to the birthplace of Jesus Christ. So here, star, fading star, you can say that stands for Christianity, stands for the religion, stands for Jesus Christ. And in this world, the star of the religion is fading. It means losing its hold. Why? And it is still now not dead. It has not lost its luster, its brightness, its light, but fading fast. Any day, any time, any moment can lose its all light. So he says that this is the world of the dead. Here people bow and bend to offer prayer to those dead images, to those stone statues, only to pretend that they are humans. They are good to the core, but they are absolutely bad to the core. Religion is almost dead. The World War I had decimated the humanity, destroyed the emotion and feelings of the humans. People were in the form of the humans. They were humans, but without humanly qualities, without emotion, without feelings. Why? Because religion was not there. Religion was almost gone. And with that, all the emotion, feelings, faith, everything gone. He says, is it like this in death's other kingdom? Waking alone at the RC, waking alone, alienation, separation. How does this hollow man feel all alone in this world of the dead? So he says, just as this world is emotionally dead, religion is dead here because spirituality is dead here. People here are alienated. People here feel absolutely alone. People do not have, one person does not have the other person to share his feelings, to sit together and to have a kind of words together. He says, just as this world is it also that world, that higher world, that dream kingdom of the death? That world is also like this world, where people do not sit together, do not have conversation together, do not have feelings for one another. They are in a kind of alienation. They are absolutely cut off. Being part of this world, being part of this society, there is society, but only the society is absolutely a kind of a hollow society. We look like humans, but in reality we are no longer humans, because we have no longer emotion in us. We have no longer feeling in us. We have this big head, but this big head is absolutely what? Hollow head. Absolutely empty from inside. and stuffed with something that is absolutely useless. He talks about all that. So he says, generally what happens in this world? In this world, one wakes up all alone with nobody at one side, wants to express one's love, but at the hour when we are trembling with tenderness, lips that would kiss form prayers to broken stone. So he says, what does happen in this world? A man wakes up all alone in this world. A man finds himself all alone in this world. And what is the instinct of the human? To love and to be loved and to form a kind of a bond of friendship that they can sit together, have a kind of a friendly banter together, a friendly talk together. But unfortunately, all these things have gone. So he says that, is it also that just a dream kingdom of the death? Just as in this very particular world at present, human instincts to love and to be loved and to form a bond of friendship denied. Why? Because here one is not allowed to do so. Is it also in this dream kingdom of the death? Here people cannot kiss to express their love, to show their affection and feeling for others, but instead they move their lips in the prayer to pretend to be human, to have faith in religion. Almost not. So here see, how is he condemning those you can say religious institutions which were holding prayers, just where people were assembled, they preached, but there was no such kind of practice T.S.Eliot found anywhere. So situation is almost same today in our own world. We pray, we fold our hands in prayer, we move our lips in prayer, but when it comes to help someone, to show love and affection for someone, do we show? Almost. Answer is almost no, generally. So he says, what is the use of all that? What is the use of bowing in prayer before a stone statue instead of just extending a helping hand to those who are in need of help? So see, in this part, Eliot, in short, speaks about the spiritual barrenness. See, how does the idea of T.S. Eliot here develop? And this idea here that T.S. Eliot develops gets its full shape and full form in his masterpiece, his magnum opus, that is the Paradise Lost. That is the Wasteland.